Right, so welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about the GOAT challenge. I want to explain to you the save that's happening at the moment over on twitch.tv/Doop. And also, I want to just talk you through what's happened so far so you can catch up. Now, the best way to catch up is via the Doop Scoop podcast. The link to that is down in the description. It's a daily podcast all about this save. It's about 6 to 10 minutes long. Normally, sometimes it's a little bit longer. And it is just an update of what happened on the stream before. So you don't really miss anything. So first and foremost, let's talk to you about the GOAT challenge. It is a very simple challenge that I can outline to you. The aim is to go from unemployed to the top of the Hall of Fame, to be the greatest of all time, to be the GOAT. However, how you get there, it's a little bit different, because what I would like to do is do a Pentagon challenge in between. So we want to go to Asia, to Africa, to South America, to North America, and to Europe, and win a Champions League in every single place, and then get to the top of the Hall of Fame. Now, you should be close. Like, you should be close with those 5 Champions Leagues, winning the leagues, winning the cups. Obviously, the higher the rep is later down the line of the league, the more Hall of Fame points that you win. So you would like to think that once you go to Asia, to Africa, and you travel the world round to Europe, when you get to Europe, that should be where you start to accumulate many, many points and get to the top of the Hall of Fame. Now, that's a big challenge. Like, it's a really big challenge. It's a tough challenge. It is a daunting challenge. It's almost, so to speak, completed it, mate, in my opinion. We did the Achievement Hunter last year, which we plowed 2,000 hours into. Every single waking minute felt like I was thinking about that save, that challenge, the fact that we brought 7 saves into one to make it to the Achievement Hunter. Here, this is all just done on one save file. And that save file started yesterday on opening night. We streamed it. We managed to find a team. We loaded in all of Asia, all of Africa. I say all of Africa, just South Africa. So all of Asia, all of Africa, and all of South America. We hunted around for a job. We had a few offers. Surprisingly, I'd also like to say, got in with 0 coaching badges. So nothing. We are just the average Joe off of the street. So we're not giving ourselves any advantage. We've also gone in with having 0, and I mean 0, attribute. Like, there's no attributes. I cannot see attributes. I have to scout players to get attributes. So the attribute masking is on. I always get those muddled up. The leagues we have loaded in Asia is Australia, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Korea, and obviously China. We have South Africa in 2, and then in South America we have Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia. We have Peru, Uruguay. I feel like I'm missing one, but no, that is it. Yeah, that's it. And the way that I want to challenge this is I would like to go to Asia first, then Africa, and work my way in South America, North America, and Europe. And the reason that we've added the Pentagon in is solely because I don't want to be boring. I could quite easily go straight to Europe, where I've managed on multiple occasions. I've never done a Twitch stream or a Twitch save apart from over in the MLS, but outside of Europe. So come on, let's do something different. I'm challenging myself to the utmost, and I'm trying to do the best that we can do. What we have been able to do is we've been able to get ourselves a job in China. So I think the best thing to do is introduce you to the team, some of the players, and get ready for me to butcher the names. Here we go. So the only other thing that we have done is we've added the real name fix. And like I said, there's all the leagues. The fact that the in-game editor is not allowed. We've got a large database. We will be moving the leagues off as they come on. So let's say this year we managed to complete Asia. We won't, but let's say we managed to complete Asia. We then move to the next place, which would be South Africa. And as we move there, we would remove Asia off of our kind of total of leagues. We would then add the leagues we want to add in North America, Canada, and MLS and Mexico. And to be fair, I want to head to Mexico. I'm doing an MLS save later down the line, so I don't really want to do MLS. So for me, Mexico would probably be the nation that we go to, and then vice versa. When we finish Africa, we'd then move over to South America. We'd add the European leagues, When we finish there, we would then take the leagues we don't need out, clean it up so the database isn't huge, and my PC absolutely struggling. So let me introduce you to the team. So I guess the best way to do it is be honest and say I don't know how to pronounce the name properly. We're going to go with Zhou Dongwu, I believe, in China. They are a newly formed team in 2008. They play at the Shanghai Stadium, which is 56,000 capacity. We have 958 season ticket holders. They have social awareness and social distancing before social distancing was even a thing. Look at this. We took over these with 8 games to go last season, so I'll jump you straight into that. And this is where we took over. And we took over after they did back-to-back wins. They were 12th position. There's 18 teams in the league. The bottom 2 get relegated. The top 2 get promoted or they go into playoffs. But majority is that middle bit is safe, and we needed to be safe. That's all they wanted us to do, was just not get relegated. Our first game in, we came in, and Ling Feng got 2 goals for us to come back from a 1-0 deficit to win 2-1. We then played third in the league, and they absolutely smashed us. We then played bottom of the league, beat them 1-0. We drew with 8. I think these were 8th in the league, which was fine. We lost the top of the league. Second bottom we drew with, and then we went and actually beat our last game of the season, which was like 5th or 6th. It did really well because we were safe. And like the safety for me was the main factor. We didn't do any transfers. We didn't do any business because we weren't able to. There we go. We sat there in 12, sorry. Won 9 games, drawn 12, lost 13, scored 43, conceded 58, negative 15 goal difference, 39 goal points total. And as you can see, the teams that went promoted and all that jazz, these go up to the Super League in China. And the Super League is probably the league that you would know the best. They have the Shanghai teams. They have, I'm not going to try and pronounce the teams, but they have the big players, right? And if we go into the season preview, you can see they have players such as Oscar. If you remember when Oscar moved over. How is he actually doing it? He's at Shanghai. He's doing all right, to be fair. He's still valued very highly. But there was a £49,000 a week cap on all foreign players. So the registration rules are a bit tricky. So we're going to talk you through. It's going to be like a season review, this, and a little bit in thing. So first and foremost, if you'd like to get involved and watch this save, you can do over at twitch.tv. We are live every single day. We're doing this. Some of the weekends, we're going to be doing some of the network save with Friday Night FM. You can come check that out too. But here we go. So the League 1 registration rules, we're allowed 3 foreign players, minimum of 3 under 21 players trained, so homegrownness, that's fine. We have to have a minimum of 3 goalkeepers in the squad. We're allowed 4 foreign players registered. So what that means is I've got 3 now. So when it comes to January or the next window, the mid-break window, if I was to sell a foreigner, I can't then just buy another foreigner back. I can buy 1, but I can't swap all 3 out. I can only have 4 maximums. Maximum of 4 new over 21 domestic registered players, including Hong Kong and all the other Chinese. So the thing with that was everyone's on a 1-year or a 2-year contract. So when it come up, we had a load of players that we just got rid of because at the end of the year, I wasn't going to renew their contract. They wanted big contracts. I need to reduce the money. I'll talk to you about the finance in a second because that's a shit show. But I was like, we just get rid of them. We can pick loads up, all on free transfers. It's fine. Managed to max out getting the maximum amount of value on our wage budget available. And then it turns out you can only sign 4 non-over 21 domestic players. So, yeah, we're in a bit of trouble with that. Your goalkeeper has to be Chinese. That's a bit of a weird one. And you're allowed 30 squad size, 15 minimum. So there is some interesting things that's come about. We have bought some interesting players. One thing I will say is our backup Chinese goalkeeper has been sold by the club. We still have Sun Lee. Sun Lee is 32 years of age. He'll probably last as long as we last here. We cannot get any sentimental value to the squad. I need to get the team into a good position for me to then be able to get coaching badges and move on. That is kind of the ruthlessness that we need. But the young lad got sold, which is a bit of a pain because he's our backup. And a couple of players we've sent out on loan. No, we haven't. Sorry. What a lie. A a couple of our players have gone out to the 2001 China PR national youth team. Now, I didn't really know what that was until I looked into it. That is the national service, and they've gone and done the national service for the army, and they'll be back next year. They are young. They're 16, and they are they're both 16. It's got me thinking, and I don't know whether this is true, and I'd love to know. I'd love to know. I really would love to know, but it got me thinking. I wonder whether they come back and you see physical attribute changes, because in theory, I would think that maybe you would, because now hear me out here, but if they've gone to the army and they've got better, or they've done physical training, then surely their attributes should go up. I don't know. If anyone out there knows, let me know. So we've brought 2 foreigners in, which maxes out our foreigners national limit. I've decided to bring my foreigners in. We have one guy up front called Junior. Very good. He's Congolese, I believe. He's very good. He hasn't played much because he's been injured for us. And you know, as much as I like tall centre-backs, so I decided to go to foreign players to get the tall centre-backs. I have a 6'2" chap, 13 heading, 12 jumping reach, 11 tackling. He's from Uruguay. It cost us nothing to bring in, but we had to open up the world of our scouting, so we had to pay 60 grand for a month of scouting to get him in, which was a bit of a risk. I bought Buy-in, which is a young under 20 Chinese chap, 14 finishing. He's got poor composure, but he's good at heading. He's 6 foot, so that's a really good height in this league. So fingers crossed he does well as well. And then we brought Senga. We brought Andreas Frensenga, which is a Canadian centre-back again. A little bit on the shorter side, but he's just got really good tackling, really good marking, really good heading. And I just think he's a really good all-round player. We still have a lot more to bring in because that's not enough. And our squad is very depleted. We currently are cycling through as many trialists as we can. I currently have a squad of 16. Our youth are terrible. So we will be trying to bring in a lot more. Financially, we are £833,000 in the red. Now, that doesn't sound too bad, but our income is £90,000. Our income is not £90,000. Our income is 15,000 on average, because we've just sold a big player there. We don't bring in much every month. It's a bit tough. It is really a bit tough. Our projections would state that we are going to be very financially crippled shortly. This is not down to me. I know, again, a lot of people may say it's that, I'm not very good with finances. However, I've not signed anybody. If anything, I have reduced the budget, the wages down. When I took over, we were on £59,000 a week wages. We're now spending 46. Yes, we've got to get a few more players, but we're currently spending £46,000 a week. So it's not as bad. I've not really touched the coaching staff because we can't get any better than we've got. So I just think at the moment we are just sitting tight, looking at what we can and cannot do, and then we're just basically looking for that next move. This is all streamed over live on twitch.tv. If you'd like to come and watch, you can do. The link is down in the description. The link to the podcast, which some of you might be listening to on already, the link is down in the description. The audio from the video is being put onto the podcast, if you didn't know. If you didn't get that, then you didn't know. So if you want to watch the video and want to watch the stuff that's behind the voice, you can do over on my YouTube. The link to that is down in the description as well. But that does bring the podcast and the video to a close. We are live again tonight, so we hope to see you there. We have a tactic video out tomorrow, the highlight killer, highlighting just how good that tactic and system is. And I'd love you to try and check that out too. And we have more videos planned for next week. But yeah, until next time, peace out, much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. We are on hump day today, and we are nearly close to the weekend. But we will see you all very, very soon. Peace out, much love. Goodbye.